Gonna make dinner. What shall I cook today? Gonna cook your favorite, okay? Coming right up. Dad got dementia about 5 years ago. Mom's gone and I'm all he has. I didn't notice at first because it was only the little things he would forget. Like, where's the milk, shoes on the wrong feet. Then it got to the bigger things. He couldn't remember where he was. Standing in a store, crying, just crying. Then, one day, he forgot who I was. It was heartbreaking. I was dreading that day. We got as much help as we could, but in the end I thought, this man who raised me, fed me, helped me study, hugged me, loved me, couldn't go in a home. So I quit my job and started caring for him. I've been shouted at, pushed, hit, spat on, and because of that I was told he had to go in a home, but I refused. I couldn't do it to him. I know it would have been the best thing, but I couldn't do it. He's my dad. I never married, never had kids. It seems like it was a blessing or a curse. I mean, I'm happy enough, but I've thought many times a husband or a child could have helped with everything. Even having a sibling to share the job could have been a godsend, but they just had me. It was a difficult birth, apparently. Mom would always tell the story. She had a real knack for talking about the price of potatoes and then incorporating the story of the difficult childbirth she had. She had a real skill for it. Maybe that's why I never had them. The fear being buried subconsciously in my brain somewhere. Oh well, you can't miss what you never had. Oh, Polly, get a grip. Just make dinner. Everything will be okay. Through all my caring for Dad, I wore this. It's been my constant companion. Cleaning, bathing, cooking. I even went to the store with it on once. Forgot I had it on until a nice man looked me up and down and pulled me to the one side. Had Dad's dinner all down it. He'd thrown it at me because he didn't recognize me. Thought I was trying to poison him. So I had to go to the store for more food while a neighbor kept an eye on him. It just got to be too much and I broke down in the store. I couldn't stop crying. That poor man, he heard my whole life story. I still keep in touch with him, you know. He actually asked me out on a date the other day, but I said no at first. And then I thought, I deserve to have a little bit of an adventure. I deserve a life. Dad died 6 months ago. I felt relief and pain at the same time. Don't get me wrong, I loved him with all my heart. But in the end, it was getting to be too much for both of us. And to be honest, he wasn't himself anymore. But for a few seconds every day, he was. And it's those few seconds a day I will cherish forever. So, once a month, in honor of Mom and Dad, I pop this apron back on and cook their favorite meals. Tonight is chicken and rice. I cook the food and set it on the table. I know you think I'm mad, but I like to think of them coming to have a meal here. I pour Dad a whiskey and Mom a gin and tonic. I imagine them laughing and telling non-funny jokes like they did before they left. Both healthy and both happy. Well, better crack on. The nice man from the store is going to be here to pick me up in a little while. Yes, I know. We're finally having our date after all this time. I like to think Dad brought us together. Well, Dad throwing his dinner at me brought us together. And yes, he knows that I do this once a month. He said it shows that I'm a loving and caring person, that my parents would be proud of me. Oh no, I said. I'm proud of them more. Well, this chicken and rice won't cook itself.